Hi guys, welcome back to Sunday Leeds Champions League. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have two games at home against Dorking, followed by an away game against Fylde. As you can see, we have dropped out of the playoff race a little bit further. We're currently 5 points behind those playoff places, but we can make a big step towards them again today if we can manage to get a couple of good results against teams that are in and around us. Dorking currently sat in 8th place and Fylde currently sat in 12th. In terms of our recent form since you were last with us for the games against Hampton and Richmond, I believe it was, and Southend, we're still a little bit hit and miss, to be honest. We drew 0-0 with bottom side Blythe, but then we came in with a really good 3-2 victory over Bromley. We actually went behind twice in that game, and with goals from Connor Wickham, Cibulski, and Tosin Pameye right in the 93rd minute to win the game for us. I think we did really well to come out with the result there. Tosin Pameye, by the way, that's the only appearance he's made this season. One game off the bench, one goal. He isn't the best of players. He's not got a lot of quickness to him, but he is 6 foot tall. He's got a good amount of weight behind him, and as you can see, with him being a determined character with a good work rate and technique and finisher, he could prove quite useful for us, even though he's not got that necessary quality just yet. But here we go for this game. We are going to be making changes to the side, but more recently the games haven't been quite as congested, so we're not doing too bad in terms of player fitness. We have changed to two target forwards for the time being, purely because Ume and Idoze have been injured. Idoze isn't fully fit as of yet, but he will take a place on the bench today. And in goal we have Green with Powell, Ronnie, McConville and Ling at the back. O'Reilly, Wellens, McGlinchey and Ryan in midfield with Cibulski and Wickham up front. Wellens, by the way, has been poor since signing for us. He hasn't really settled, and I'm hopeful that eventually he will just suddenly start playing as capably as we know he should be able to. He's a very good player for this level, and he should be doing a lot better than he is. Every single game he's really struggling to get into it a little bit. But we've got him in central midfield again today, and like I say, hopefully he can get a good performance in there. And with Wickham and Cibulski in reasonably good form between them, hopefully again we can get some goals like we did against Bromley. We have been a lot better at home recently as well than we have been away. With the fact that we're at home today against Dorking, we will be hoping for another good result. And then with the away game against Fylde to come, hopefully, like I say, we can do well. Spellman with the free kick there. Green does well to just tip it around the post there. Only 3 minutes gone, and again, conceding early chances, it's not ideal. And I have been tempted to just slightly change the mentality. The 4-4-2 does work for us, I think, overall, but it's one of them situations. We struggle defensively at times, and if we go slightly more attacking, obviously we'll be more susceptible defensively, which again probably won't work in our favour. But if we go too defensive, then we might not score that many goals. And as you've seen previously, in spells we've really struggled to score goals this season, even though we have got some very good strikers in at the moment. But so far it's still 0-0, half an hour gone, and we've had the one attempt and it was on target. Dorking have created a little more than we have. Possession is quite equal though. We have been a lot better in terms of on the ball play recently. But again, we need to convert that into opportunities. When we've had very little in the way of possession, we seem to be doing better and creating more chances. But Dorking at the moment, certainly the dominant figure in the match. And again, we just seem to be struggling a little bit just to be at all creative, which isn't good really. We need to be better than this. And again, with the striking options we have, Cibulski has been bullying teams at points this season, and Connor Wickham has got the quality necessary to be able to make a difference at this level. And we've conceded here is Michael Spellman with the goal from the set piece on from that left hand side from Gleedle. And once again, set pieces are very much an undoing of ours. We cannot defend set pieces. And again, I've tried little tactical tweaks here and there for these set pieces, but we just can't seem to get going with them, unfortunately. And we're going to demand more and move to a positive mentality. Hopefully, like I say, we can be a little bit more creative as things go forward. We're going to change Connor Wickham to probably to a pressing forward, I think, actually. Now, I think we'll go to an advanced forward. It's what we're used to going with under normal circumstances. We have got Idozi on the bench, so he could come on at some point as well. But hopefully, like I say, we can be a little bit more creative in this second half with this more slightly attacking mentality. as such, we're still not actually creating many chances. I think we are going to have to make some changes here. Again, poor performance in central midfield from Charlie Wellens. He's done absolutely nothing. But again, we've got no options available to us. So we're going to bring Thomas Edozie on. And to be quite honest, I think Ronnie is going to move into the midfield role. We're going to move McGlinchey into the box-to-box role, and Ronnie can play the defensive role. And Wellens is going to come off for Forbes, I think. And I mean, we have got players that are really struggling for fitness, but there's not really a lot we can do, unfortunately. And with 25 minutes to go, we're going to demand more again. With Powell playing it forward, Edozie looking to get onto it. It's cleared by Hull. McGlinchey does well to get onto it. This is O'Reilly down this left-hand side. Plays it into the penalty area. Cebulski couldn't get onto it, and it's cleared by Harvey Rhodes. And McConville looking forward again. O'Reilly couldn't beat your game, but we still somehow emerge with the ball here. And O'Reilly with a wonderful strike. It's only his second goal of the campaign. Considering he's one of our best players, he's not been very contributive up going forward. But that is a brilliant strike, and we have our equaliser. We're going to stick with the positive mentality and just hope for the best, really. This is Hull with the free kick, looking forward. And I think the thing this season as well, we've drawn so many matches, and in other times, if we convert those into wins, we'd be in a much stronger position, I think. Here's O'Reilly. Plays it back into Powell, who looks over the top here, and Thomas Edozie could be in behind here. It's a bit poor control, but he's managed to get onto it, and Thomas Edozie has put us in front here. We have a 2-1 lead, and perhaps we should be starting with this positive mentality. We certainly seem to be looking a lot more dangerous going forward now. And we do have the quality up front for sure. But Dorking, as you can see, they've created quite a few more chances than us. But we've turned this game around here. And it could be a very important win in the grand scheme of things. Which, as it stands, would take us to within 2 points of those playoff places. And it gives us a little bit of a cushion over Crawley, who are sat in 11th place at the moment as well. We haven't got good goal difference either, because obviously, like I say, we've been drawing a lot of matches. And here's Gleedle with a corner into the far post. And once again, a set piece is our undoing. Matt Dibley-Diaz with the finish. And this time it's a corner that's done us in. And it looks like we're heading for another draw here. We have looked better going forward, like I say. Hopefully it's not done yet, though, here. We've got another highlight straight after with Powell into McGlinchey. Powell plays it across, and Ling, the right wing back, Sam Ling, has scored his first ever goal for the club. What a moment that is for him, and it looks like we're going to be getting a very good victory now. I thought after that equaliser we'd struggle, but Aaron Powell at left back, 3 assists for him. He has assisted all 3 goals today. What a victory that is. Very, very late stuff going on with the last minute equaliser for Dorking, and then we furthered our advantage to make it 3-2 even later than that. Very good result overall. The positive mentality certainly seemed to make a difference, and I think what I'm going to have to do is make that a little bit of a permanent change just to see how we get on. I mean, it might help us win some of the away matches as well, so hopefully sign of things to come there. Good, solid 3-2 win. I say solid, but a 3-2 win is a 3-2 win. It doesn't matter that we've conceded 2 goals as long as we've won the match. And we've done really well overall, I think, there to get the victory. And as you can see, goal difference is only on +5, and compared to some of the teams above us, it's not too far behind one or two of them, but for the most part, we are a little bit behind in terms of goal difference there. In terms of relegation zone, Yeovil actually got relegated from League 2 last season. So they could be set for back-to-back relegations at the moment. Oldham, Hampton, Richmond and Blythe are struggling down there as well. But we move on, and we have the final game in a week's time. So we'll move on from that, and hopefully we can get another good result for the game against Fylde. I will also make that change tactically as well, and I will see you shortly, and hopefully we can get another good result under our belts following that brilliant win over Dorking. Okay guys, here we go for that away game against Fylde. We can't be caught by 11th place Crawley or Fylde, of course, therefore, because they're a further position behind. So we will be at lowest 10th place in the table after today's game, but with a win we could potentially get into those playoff places depending on how all the results go. So we're still in with an opportunity, and if we do win today, we'll officially have more points this season than we did after the whole of last season, with 14 games to spare. So just shows how much we've improved this campaign. And as we look into this coming match, We are making one or two changes to the side as per, but we have gone for that positive mentality, and we are going to be changing Edozie into that advanced forward again now that he is fully fit to play, and Connor Wickham will be that target forward today as well. We have Green in goal with Powell, Forbes, McConville and Ling at the back, O'Reilly, McGlinchey, Wellens and Ryan in midfield with Edozie and Wickham up front. Just switch those two around again. McGlinchey's more suited to the ball winning midfielder role, to be quite honest. And like I say, hopefully we can follow up that really good result against Dorking with an away performance to match. Like I say, we have struggled a little bit more away than we have done at home. And with the positive mentality, we looked a lot better against Dorking. We looked a lot more creative. Granted, we did concede during that spell, but we may have conceded anyway. We've really poor from set pieces, as I mentioned in the previous match. But let's move forward. We're going to just be a little bit more positive in our gameplay, and we'll see if it works. I mean, if we can be a little bit more aggressive going forward, then hopefully it will lead to a few more wins rather than having the draws. We've kept with the balanced mentality all campaign, and for the most part, as work forwards, we have been tough to beat. We've drawn a lot of games as well, though. So hopefully this might help us out a little bit. And like I say, it's going to be a tough game today. Anyway, we are away from home. Charlie Whelan's already with a yellow card. He has already been sent off this season, and we only signed him in January. And Kamani Ryan yellow carded early as well. Here is Ling into Ryan. Ling tries to play it inside. Ollie Inker manages to clear. Ligenza couldn't get onto it, and it's comfortable for Forbes to deal with. And he smashes it forward looking for Tommy O'Reilly, who couldn't get there. And now Ollie Inker being challenged by Wellens there. Forbes does well, finds Tommy O'Reilly. Moves forward well, couldn't quite find Ryan on that right hand side, and Hughes is intercepted. And Fylde are going to break maybe here. McConville intercepted superbly there as Wickham finds Wellens but couldn't find Edozie, and again Fylde tried to push forward. Oh, it's a terrible error there from McConville, and Charman is moving inside, and almost an own goal there. Really, really good save from Lawton Green. It remains 0-0, but need to be a bit more aware. McConville with a bit of a poor error there, to be honest. He didn't really have a lot of pressure on him, but he certainly created it there. Patton and Ollie Inker exchanging there. Ling does well defensively and finds Lawton Green. And he looks to play it forward here, the goalkeeper. Smashes it, looking forward. Thomas Edozie, and Barrett does well. Wellens gets onto it and finds Edozie now. Has support out wide. Tommy O'Reilly moving down that left hand side. It's a brilliant delivery. Wickham couldn't quite get there. He's exchanging passes with Ryan. Edozie brought down, not given. And it looks like they're just about going to get it away. The chance is still there with O'Reilly. Is he going to strike it? Yes, he is. It's a shocking effort. And it remains 0-0, but certainly positive football there, certainly going forward. And hopefully we can build on that and create some more chances. I thought Edozie was brought down there. What it was is he just didn't make contact with the ball, unfortunately. But positive signs for sure. As things stand, we move up to 9th place. And yes, goal difference of other teams above us is better than ours, so we are going to have to be mindful of that as we do try and seek to break into those playoff places once again. Here is Cook, plays it forward. Ligenza in loads of space here, and Ligenza tried to cut it back. Powell gets it away, but only as far as Cook again. And he whips it to the far post, and once again, those balls into the penalty area. We're not defending them particularly well at the moment. It remains 0-0 at half-time. Fylde very much the better side, but we do have a point as things stand. We're not being creative enough or positive enough, and defensively, again, we're conceding too many chances. But again, it's a difficult one at the moment. We really do struggle away from home, but we have been drawing a lot of games, and it's been a little bit frustrating at times because I think, in terms of the squad, I think we're better than some of these teams that we're struggling against. And we concede so many chances every game, and I'm not entirely sure what to do about it defensively. And it's a bit of an awkward one, really, because even though we're drawing games and we're defending quite well, look at the number of chances we're conceding. It's really, really poor for the most part, but hopefully we can at least be a little bit more creative as the game goes on. But we've only had 2 shots on target compared to their 6, and they've had 3 times as many attempts at goal overall as well. We are going to have to make some changes though. We're struggling for fitness with one or two players, and up front we've been extremely poor as well. Cebulski's going to come on, and O'Reilly's going to have to come off. Harry Burton can come on, and we've got 2 yellow cards there as well. Ronnet is going to come on for Wellens, and we're going to switch him with McGlinchey there. And the defence is going to have to stay as is, but the midfield has largely been bypassed a bit today. Um, if we have a defensive midfielder in there, I don't know if it'd help us or not. Um, the system that we play in terms of the style of football wouldn't work with that holding midfielder, I don't think. Cebulski almost getting onto that. They managed to get it away. Forbes does well to win that as well. Here's McGlinchey. Looking over the top. Kamani Ryan did win it, but it's very well marshalled by Hughes back to the goalkeeper Young. And he whips it forward. Keto Diawa does well, but Ryan, very good interception by him. He has got support and finds Burton. Can he whip it in? No, he can't. And the deflection's given it straight to Olayinka. And now Ligenza in space finds Cook. Brilliant defending in the end by Powell, and Forbes plays it back to the left back. He needs to get rid of the ball, and he does well, looking for Edozie, and Edozie's managed to win it here, and he's found Cebulski, and why has he gone to lob the keeper from there? He wasn't even off his line. Really poor effort there from Cebulski in what was a really good opportunity for us, to be fair. It remains 0-0. I mean, 4 points from these 2 games isn't too bad if we can hold on to it. Kuogan with the free kick, looking forward for Ligenza. McGlinchey's lost out here with a horrible touch, and Ligenza had scored. And again, it's a poor touch that's let us down. McConville did the same against Dorking as well. And it's 1-0 to Fylde. And looking at the statistics, they've probably deserved to be in front. But in the second half, I think we've been a lot better than what we've shown, to be quite honest. And we're going to demand more for the last 5 minutes. It's not going to make any difference, I don't think. And clearly, even with the positive mentality, away from home, we are not good at all. And it remains the case here. A 1-0 defeat to Fylde. Very disappointing, to be honest. And poor games for a number of the players. And again, just that level of inconsistency. We're just not quite there all the time, and it's quite poor. McGlinchey, brilliant game, 7.2 rating. Forbes, brilliant game, 7.4 rating. But Kamani Ryan, 6.1. Connor Wickham, 6.2. Edozie, 6.1. Ling, 6.2 as well. And it's just that inconsistency. Ling scored the winner in the last game, and he's been shocking today. Kamani Ryan, again, he's had a reasonable season for the most part, but our wingers haven't been scoring goals either. I think they've only got 5 goals between them, the 2 wingers. And short of moving them further forward and then leaving our defence even more at risk, I think it's going to be a bit of a struggle, unfortunately. But it's a defeat's Fylde. We're still holding on to 10th place, though, and I think, to be honest, it's still a very good season given where we are in the table. Looking forward, when it loads through, we are going to be coming back in the middle of March, I think. It's the middle of March. Yes, it is. We're going to be coming back for the Altrincham game at home, followed by Ebbsfleet away. And then we're going to whip through to the last 2 games of the season for Torquay at home and Crawley away. But we've got 4 games to get through, and then we'll be back, like I say, for Altrincham and Ebbsfleet. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for supporting the channel. Please like and subscribe. It's all greatly appreciated. Hopefully we can get a little bit more consistency in our form. I will see you all next time, and this is Big Will, signing away.